Disclaimer: this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed by host, guest, or other contributors are their own and not necessarily endorsed by the podcast. It should not be considered professional advice. Always consult with qualified professionals for your specific needs. We strive for accuracy, but do not guarantee completeness. Listen at your own risk. All content is our intellectual property. Reproduction without permission is prohibited. Thanks for tuning in to the Staying Focused with Chase Green podcast.
All right, we back. You staying focused with me, Chase Green, on the Staying Focused with Chase Green podcast. We got my guy all the way down there, Boss King Cool.
That real now.
Cool, how you been, bro?
Hey, we good, man. Happy to be back.
I'm happy we back. Happy to see you, bro. Happy to see you. Today we got some special guests.
Let's go.
But before we get to the guests, got my dog over there in the cut, the invisible bully.
Come on now.
Fly Stoner Motive himself.
What do they do?
Yo.
Black glasses.
Fly
model.
Stoner Motive himself.
Facts.
I kind of fumbled that. It's all love. Good seeing y'all boys. Motive, what's good? How you been, bro?
Ain't shit. Cooling. Same day, different shit.
Yes, sir. All right. And now we get to the special guest.
Okay.
So this episode is not for the faint of heart. I'm sitting down with a couple living a lifestyle that we only hear rumors about.
Okay. All right.
It's active. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So
Let me put my drink down.
we have two special guests in the biddy. And we're going to talk about what goes behind the scenes, the closed doors. They're going to give us exclusive access. We got Sky.
Okay.
What's up, Sky?
What
Hello.
they do?
All right. And we got my guy, Key.
What's
All
going
right.
on?
Key, what's good, brother?
All right. So we're just going to start. Just introduce yourselves. Introduce, what you guys got going on. And then we'll kind of get into the flow of everything.
All right.
Anything you want to promo.
We are Key and Sky, a.k.a. Dirty Husband Roy. We are your everyday lifestylers. This is our life. This is what we do. But at the same time, we provide background where we have the content that shows it. So for people who have no clue about what we do and or who've heard about the stories on what swinging is, what the lifestyle is,
Yes, sir.
that's kind of how we started, 11 years ago in this
Yep.
game.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. he covered it all.
Yeah. So my name is our brand. She's the face
Yes.
of the brand, though. You know what I'm saying? So we do all sorts of, all social medias. We were on all of those. And then obviously only your paid subscription base. We have that, Twitter and all that whatnot. So I'm behind all that, creating all the content, building it, and whatever we do. So something called a day in the life, like today, which we already started, day in the life. Us coming here, showing everybody what it's like to be us, basically.
Facts.
All right. Valid. I love
like
it.
it.
I like it. All right. So before we start, right, I want to know, like, in the whole swinger lifestyle, the terms, right? So we got stag, we got
Yeah.
vixen, we got bull, we got all of that, right?
Yeah.
So what would you guys classify yourselves as?
I would be considered a hot wife,
Okay.
a submissive.
Okay.
So on her regular, every day, I'm the dom, she's the submissive.
Submissive.
That's where, so how we started with all this.
Yeah.
I posted a picture just randomly on Twitter just one day when we didn't know exactly what we were doing.
Yeah.
And I just needed to be creative, and I just used the hashtag daily
Daily
submissive.
submissive, yeah.
And so I would post a picture every single day, just one picture a day on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Tumblr.
Tumblr at the time, yeah.
Tumblr, okay.
Way back in the day, and that's then kind of how it started. So she is naturally a submissive. It's not a game that we play. It's not a facade that we're putting on. That's just who she is. But in it, you can then have. I would be.
And submissive can be anybody. It can be a male. It can be a female. It doesn't have to be a female.
It doesn't have to be. So you got that, and then you got the hot wife and the stags, basically. So I would be considered a stag. So I enjoy participating, but I also enjoy watching.
Okay.
Then you have the cuck, who
Only
does not
watches.
participate.
Okay.
He watches, but then also is humiliated by either her
Or them.
or the bull. The bull would be the guy who's brought in
Yeah.
to service, essentially.
Yeah.
And then what else is there? We got stag, bull, Hot wife.
Cuck.
Hot wife and vixen is essentially
The same thing,
yeah, it's
except
kind of the same.
vixen isn't usually a wife, right?
No.
Or okay, and then unicorn
Yeah, unicorn being
is
if we want to
solo.
bring in a girl,
Yeah.
which is hard, which is why it's called a unicorn. That would then be a unicorn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it's hard to bring in a woman.
Yeah,
A single woman.
A single woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
They're out there,
Because
but yeah.
honestly, if you're in this lifestyle and you're a woman, somebody's gonna scoop you up.
Yeah.
Facts,
Like
facts, yeah,
real quick, somebody's gonna scoop you up.
Yeah.
And that's why you really don't see them. But like you said, they are out there.
They are out there.
They are out there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So before we get into like any stories or assumptions or anything like that, I want to take it back and start from the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. So, who brought the idea to the table first, and what was the conversation like?
Okay, well, I would say, like he said, it started on Tumblr. When we first got together, he had this Tumblr page before we even met, and then he said, he just posted a picture of me one day, and it just kind of just blew up overnight. One day, it was a daily submissive, and we would just kind of just look and find ideas from Tumblr, and one day we just decided to try it.
Yeah. But like even before that, I would scroll. So on my way to work, I would always be texting her and
Yeah. That's how it's. And then
And I just so happened to see you. I guess they made it clear that it was a husband and wife, and I'm like, you got to be kidding.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who in their right mind would do that? So I'm texting her, I'm sending her this, like, look at this crazy shit. Like, this is wild. And it just kept going every single day. Every single day. Then we see something different, So we looked for maybe 6 months, probably 6+ months.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what light switch flipped or whatnot.
And we just said, fuck it.
You want to try it? Fuck it. She was
And
like,
before me, he was like super sexual person. I was never sexual. I never had really, like, I had sex before him. I was never into sex. I never really orgasmed. Like, didn't really care about it. Never had threesomes. He has had threesomes.
I was an athlete in college.
Yeah,
so I've
football
lived a life.
player.
Of course.
I've lived a life.
So
As you should.
you know.
I don't know. It's when he was showing me these things, I was like, all right, fuck it,
Yeah, she was
And-
just open to it, and that's the thing. She didn't know. She didn't know what she even wanted to do. And,
Yeah.
And it just took us talking and trying to figure out, hey, is this something that we really want to do?
Yeah.
And she didn't have to convince me. I didn't have to convince
Yeah.
her either.
Oh, so it was a natural alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was natural, but see, she's weird though because she's not like most women. So if you see a woman, you know what I'm saying, or she's feeling me, right? She don't feel nobody. Right?
Yeah.
There's no one that she says, I like him.
Okay. Yeah.
He looks nice. Or he did dead ass. So she's never, and I try to create an environment, especially early on. I was like, she's got to be joking or whatnot. Like, did she really not? Like, what have you done before me? Like, how did you have a boyfriend? How did you have kids and shit? You know what I'm saying? So, but that's really just who she is.
Yeah.
She just doesn't. So I thought that it would be very difficult for us in this because how are we going to find another couple or a single woman or another dude like with her being, but she was open to all of it. And it worked out.
Yeah.
I was so interested in the conversation that I forgot the whole fucking intro. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I didn't want to stop it because I'm like, hey,
think it was
we
like-
didn't put up our shots.
I think yeah.
I boy jump head first.
Yeah. But all right, cool. So just a quick rewind. All right, so
Bring it back.
all right, so
I think you were saying like, yeah.
to tell the truth, and nothing but the truth. I understand folks with Chase Green.
Yes, sir.
I do. Scott.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, now,
So that side over
she
there.
gonna tell the
we
truth.
gonna point on this side.
She's going to tell the truth.
all right, now, what you say can and may be used against you in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, I know that. I already
We
had
don't take down shit. All right? So, always above you? No, never above you.
Yeah, I saw it over there, but
Listen, he's all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He too worried about swinging. He don't know how to run his own pod right now.
All right, let's get out of here. You know what it is?
what it is, bro?
It's because it's just hot in here.
Yeah, that what it is?
Extra.
The AC down.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off what Keith said. Finding a person that's open. Because like with my last situation, she was open, so it just opened a lot more doors. You know what I'm saying? We was able to have a creative mindset.
Yeah.
To, hey, let's try this. Okay, babe.
And that's all we want.
Facts.
That's all we want.
Yeah.
It don't have to lead to swinging, but we just need our spouse, our partner, to be open enough to
Facts.
do anything.
I think that's the number one key right there.
And especially if you're going to be together with somebody for a long time, because what you do today in 2025 is probably not what you're going to be doing in 2040,
Yeah.
45 or whatnot. You know? So you
Yeah.
got to be open.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask, what surprised you the most about your own emotions when you started? Was it jealousy? Was it freedom? Was it something unexpected? Like, what surprised you the most?
I would say freedom, like that I wasn't as jealous as I thought I was gonna be. That I was okay like with it. Because I thought for sure I was gonna be jealous. I thought for sure. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna have a threesome with you.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna make this a lifestyle. You know?
Yeah. I would say that mine is even bigger than hers, especially with you guys being men, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just knew I was going to be jealous. I knew it. I was like, because this is how you're raised, how you're brought up.
That's how you're programmed.
Your entire life.
Yep.
This is, how you're programmed.
Yeah.
Right? So in my mind, in 2014, 15 when we started, that wasn't okay to watch my wife fuck somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. Not at all. So, and then when it happened, the very first time, I was sitting there like, man, what the I can't believe this is happening, but I also can't believe that I'm not freaking out right now and about to knock somebody's head off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was extremely eye-opening at how neither one of us were jealous.
Yeah.
And then once it was over, then we were able to chit-chat and talk with each other and shit, like reconvene.
How'd that first conversation go?
I can't believe we just did that.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Did we really just do that?
Yeah.
And so how we operate, I handle everything. I do everything. I plan everything, and I enjoy that, and she enjoys it as well. But in this case, it's like, hey, I was at work when we first moved down here to Miami.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're going somewhere after work.
Yeah.
Blah, put this on, pack this, went to a hotel. She's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And even me internally, I'm like, what are we doing? I'm talking to a dude at the same time while making sure she's cool, not looking at my phone, knowing what's going on, and then...
And back then it was sketchy. Back then you used Craigslist.
It was real sketchy.
So it was sketchy.
It was real sketchy.
Everything was creepy.
Yeah. People could be, stalkers, killers.
Yeah.
Back at that time. It was like the back page time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, fortunately, he wasn't. Unfortunately, as time went on, websites thing opened up. Things like
Yeah, now
this
there's
and whatnot.
ways to do it, but yeah.
Way safer.
Okay. How do you guys define boundaries as a couple, and how often do those evolve?
I think we discuss almost every time we play. I think at the end of it, and I think they probably evolve every couple times. You tweak them. You tweak your boundaries every time.
Yeah.
I feel something can always be off, or sometimes it's not off, or
It tweaks just because you're not going to experience everything
every
first,
time. Yeah.
second or third
Yeah.
or fourth
Facts.
time.
Facts.
We didn't know what we were doing.
I feel like that's with any situation though. Like anything that you do,
Yeah.
you can be like, I didn't like the way we rode the bike these 5 miles. Let's go this way next time. It's like that. It becomes normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those conversations that we're having aren't formal, I don't want it to come off like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we got to sit down and debrief.
Yeah.
I need to understand what this was. No, it's not like
It's
that.
kind of like we get in the car, we leave, we're like, oh yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's normal communication with your spouse,
What up? It's your boy Chase Green. Make sure you sign in to chasegreen.com. Get your merch. Hats, socks, gonna have shirts, hoodies, all of that on the site. Make sure you stay tapped in. And of course, like, follow, subscribe, share with a friend, join the conversation. Sniper familiar. You know the vibes. Stay focused.
Definitely not forced whatsoever.
Okay, so Key, how do you deal with, as a man, the stigma that comes with what you do? Because
on.
everyone will automatically just box you into like cuck.
Yep.
Right? Like that's what they're gonna say, 100%. So like you, like your mental health, like whatever, like how do you deal with that? Especially you doing it online.
So
You know what I'm saying?
early on, it was difficult. And early on online, I wasn't around. So like you maybe see my feet or something, you know what I'm saying? Or if we're smashing on camera, you see from here on down, you know. And to your point, that's just not, I can't go to my boy and say, yo,
For sure.
guess what I did last night? You know what I'm saying? Like these aren't conversations you can have. So for years, none of my people even knew. None of my friends knew. I didn't have anybody to talk to about it. It was just us. So I really didn't have to deal with it. But one day, one of our videos went viral accidentally. You know, somebody posted. So we used to take trips. We were coming down here. This is back when we lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
We were coming down for a football tournament, like flag football tournament. Every year she would come with me. And we were on a flight, and I caught like a little glimpse in the air where I was able to post a video. So I set the camera here on the, like by the window, basically. I'm on the window, she's in the middle. Was there somebody on the side of us or no? There was. And I'm finger banging her. And she orgasms on camera. She's completely clothed. You know, can't see nothing, but you see people in the background or whatnot. Somebody put it on Facebook. It had like 10 million views.
Oh, so somebody was recording you and y'all didn't know.
No, we recorded it, but it was for like our 25
Yeah, and somebody
friends,
took
our,
that.
our 25 fans.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
recorded it and uploaded
And it went viral.
Uploaded it. It was on Facebook. All of her family is calling, texting her. Tony Baker did a motherfucking voiceover on it.
That's right. When we didn't, like, no one knew who he was.
Right when nobody knew who he was. A couple other people then. Then it was on the home page of YouTube. So, yeah, because you were fully clothed, you could do it. There was no nudity.
Fuck.
Nice.
We didn't want that. Like, yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
nice.
We ain't want that. That's not what we wanted at that time. We wanted to be low key, do our thing, and it pushed us out there.
Yeah.
It pushed us into having those conversations that we needed to have.
Yeah.
It pushed me into being able to, like, listen, check my mental, see how I'm feeling, have my conversations with my friends or whatnot, and then honestly with our family.
Yeah.
Which we really weren't trying to do it at that point. So I can say that I did it, but I was kind of forced to have these conversations and take that next step.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like just getting off. You said y'all was on a plane or something like that?
Listen,
Yeah.
when we landed, my phone almost blew.
When we
Yeah, that's what like.
We looked at our phones and we're
I was
like,
what is going on?
Yeah.
Why do I have all of these? I mean, it was
crazy.
messages and ding, 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 ding. Literally, it was about to explode.
So like, what did you feel when you saw like, okay, I'm seeing the messages.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah, when we were looking at each other like, what?
Oh no.
like it.
And it was oh no, because I was married.
Okay.
Plot twist.
Plot thickens.
Yeah. The
Not
plot
to
twist.
me.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yeah, not to her. So I was in a marriage where I was kind of exiting.
Yeah.
Still in the wrong. So I'm not making no excuses whatsoever.
Yeah.
Still in the wrong. I wasn't happy. My wife wasn't happy either. A pod that you guys had prior to, men don't know how to break up.
Yes.
I should have left. But at the same time, I was a parent. I'm not trying to leave my kids.
Facts,
I'm
facts.
the mother of my kids. Or whatnot.
Yeah.
So when that shit went
yeah.
viral,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, nigga.
Dirty. Damn. Bro. That's how your wife find out?
No, didn't though. Surprisingly,
Okay.
Did
I
not.
wasn't in it though.
He wasn't in it.
Oh yeah.
But still,
I was in it.
so I'm like,
She here in the room.
yeah. We didn't again. Why we did not want to blow up.
Yeah.
So yeah, when that came out, I was like, what the hell are we gonna do? And you can't like ask somebody to take it down. Shit, it's already got 4 or 5 million views. Ain't nothing you can do with it at that point.
Hey, we here now.
We
Yeah,
were
we here now.
We were
We're
trying to tell people
So
take it
now
down.
what are you gonna do? Yeah. We messaging people like, listen,
Take this down, please.
listen. This
They're
was
like, no.
Somebody did that shit the other day. Like I had did a reaction or something, and they was like, "Can you?" I told you about it. Can you take it down? I was like, "Yo, shorty, this shit got 7 million views. My little shit ain't
taking it down.
It's over. Like I should take it
It's
down
a
just
wrap.
off the love. I asked him, I was like, I should take it down. He was like, "Yeah, just do it." But I'm like,
I'll put it back up in the day.
yeah, like he cooked anyway. It's over.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with me at this point.
Yeah, no.
I was like, let me get my little numbers off that
For
shit.
real.
Tell you.
We had, man, it was.
That shit still sometimes goes viral.
Yeah, like, if you Googled airplane orgasm, it was the number. It would pop up. Number one.
Mile High Club.
Yes.
Didn't somebody who just had it on not too long ago?
Somebody.
DJ.
Yeah.
Something,
DJ. What's the DJ who has people on rapping? He's old school, our age. Bald.
What, Cosmic Kev?
No, he's got the video pod and stuff. And he has, whenever he has rappers on, they always have to have a freestyle. The Baby's always on there.
Funk Master Flex.
Yes.
Funkmaster Flex.
He just had that shit on there not too long
Somehow
ago.
it resurfaced last
And
year.
then, yeah.
Damn.
And
That's the shit about viral videos. It just go down and then
do.
reheat
And
back.
it's like
Reheat,
it's 10 years old.
It's 10 years old, so people are going crazy all over again. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have
Because a
no
whole set of
clue.
people.
Yeah.
It's a whole new group of people.
Yeah.
Every couple years it gets back. It
I
goes
have
back
no
up.
idea how old this video is.
That's funny.
All right. What's one of the misconceptions people always get wrong about swinger couples?
That
That we're trying to fuck everybody and anybody and everybody that comes to our house, and
Yep.
we don't want you.
As soon as we walk in the house and somebody knows that we're swingers, or like I'm helping my boy and his lady needed something picked up out of the garage and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or because they're gonna come to. Yeah.
nah, I'll go with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go. And I have to tell them, listen, I don't want to fuck your wife.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing about your wife I want to fuck.
Yeah.
Have you
And
lost
there's nothing negative about your wife, but what we do,
Yeah.
we want other swingers, other real people.
Yeah.
Mainly for me, and I'm not saying shit about you, right?
Yeah.
But how I said how people here are, right?
Yeah.
I don't want just any nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, I do enjoy what we do.
Yeah.
But I still be like, nah, not that. He's, you know what I'm saying? So we have our standards when it comes to that. But
Yeah.
we are not fucking any.
Yeah, just like
That's
you wouldn't
what
fuck any girl that
everybody
walk.
thinks.
I mean, I don't know, but
Don't say that. Yeah. That's the number one thing.
Okay. Have you had any falling out? Well, I'll ask that. That's a later question. So when you said, right, we not just picking anybody.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, how do you walk the line, and I'm not trying to offend you, but how do you walk the line of your own sexuality when you're picking guys? You know what I'm saying?
The cool thing about this, and what we say on our podcast, is the lifestyle enables you to have your own menu. Mm-hmm. So you can be in a relationship, in a swinger relationship, where only you play. Mm-hmm. She enjoys watching, right? Mm-hmm. Or she plays. Mm-hmm. Or you play with a certain type of people.
yeah, the lifestyle is
You
so.
can do literally whatever
Yeah.
you want to do. So how we operate is not going to be the same way that somebody else operates.
The lifestyle's not just this, and this. It's literally how you literally create your own menu. Like you're opening up a restaurant and you want this on the menu. You don't want this on the menu. You want that. That's literally the lifestyle.
And so when you're meeting people, it's as the dom, as the husband, as the one who's responsible for our house. In this, it's my job to make sure that I'm curating this. I'm having these conversations, and the people who we're talking to understand that. You know, like there's no you're not getting offended when I'm asking stuff like, yo, these are the things that she likes, I like, we like, what we don't do, hell no, we do things like that. You know, so all of that is done beforehand.
Yeah.
And for the most part,
It's like one of the first things you do.
yeah. But we also don't play with strangers either. You know.
Okay.
So because that would be another misconception, and I would say just for what we do in our life, because we have content, and how big content is now. Everyone is a content creator now. Everyone has OnlyFans now. You know what I'm saying, like, right? So everyone is trying to make money. So they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna be in town. Let's link up." That's not how we operate, though.
Okay. So what's the rapport building with you guys?
So obviously, first somebody that we've known or we know. We have swinger websites like STC. We use that website, and that website is cool. It's like Facebook for swingers.
Okay.
So you can go on. It's your husband, your wife, or whoever it is. You're able to tell your dynamic, and it's not like you got to read through it all. It's like checkpoints. Like you got the playoffs. You got LeBron or whatnot. You got his average rebounds and stats. Like
They got swinger stats.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
so for swinging, you have these main questions like, are you a couple? Are you like what is your couple? Are you dom, stag? You know, things like that. Gay, straight, you know, like
Swap, full swap.
full swap. I just like to watch. We're new. We're just looking. We want to try things out. So you can get through all of that. All of that rigmarole is all taken care of beforehand, And then you know, okay, I can start having a conversation with
Yep.
this person just based off of what their profile states and the pictures, and it also has reviews on it. So you come to ours like, yo, DHR throws the best parties. The husband's this, the wife is this, right? Like, and that's what people like me will then look for when I'm trying to find a couple or a woman or even a guy to come. I need to know what's going to happen because she's a little naive, but like I always tell her, niggas will do anything for some pussy.
That's a fact.
They will say whatever they need to say to get in it. And especially since we're kind of big now, and they know what we like and what we don't like and this shit, because we talk about it on Twitter all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they're studying you.
yeah, they're studying. They got
Yeah.
the whole playbook.
Yeah.
So we don't know who's really real
Yeah.
when we see them. So
Yeah.
that's another reason why I don't want anybody that I don't know.
Yeah.
And we really try to stay away from any followers because they just know what they got to do to get some.
Facts. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a
And
fact.
he does all of this. That's why I'm just not saying anything because I don't handle any of that.
She don't want no parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why. Like
I just show up.
Because a lot of times something won't happen. Like, it doesn't pan out.
With my drink and my food.
So she's like, don't
Am
tell
I
me
vibing out?
nothing. I don't want to see no pictures. You know what
Yeah.
I do want, what I don't
You know what I
want.
like.
You just let me know when it's time to go.
Yeah.
So you said a lot of times certain things don't come to fruition. It doesn't happen, right? So what would you say is the flop rate? Like the flake and flop rate?
In the lifestyle in general, it could be pretty high.
Yeah.
It could be. For us, it isn't, only because we're not putting ourselves out there where it's a lot of randoms. And there's nothing negative with having randoms because you don't know a lot of, like, I don't know you guys, right? But we're here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and it turned out well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be considered that flop rate. Yeah, the profile is great. They all does. As soon as you show up to dinner, she knows. She'd be like, She'd be like, nope. She's like, let's just get a drink and then we can leave.
Let's go.
So pictures don't look like who they say they are. Like pictures, it's old ass pictures.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Catfishing.
It's pictures from 5 years, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, we got long sleeve titties now instead of what the picture had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dude isn't this. You know, so when it comes to that, then it could be a very, I'd say 50-50.
Yeah, I say 50-50 too.
50-50 on that flop rate for others, not for us, but
Okay.
for others, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of answered my next question. What was going to be have any?
Come on, hold, wait.
What?
What we over here laughing at?
I'm just putting myself in the mental space. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it. You know. Yeah. Everything you saying makes sense. So yeah, you're definitely not lying. Yeah.
Have either of you said no to a situation that the other one wanted?
I say no all the time.
Okay, so when she says no, like
He'd be like, fuck. He'd be telling them, don't fuck this shit up for me.
Don't fuck it up.
Because it takes 2 seconds. And I'll be like, let's go.
She's got no tact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be on her face. The fuck you will be all on her face. Like, we
Ready,
gotta go.
let's go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
okay,
This ain't it.
And it could take one little thing.
So
to
I have
fucking turn
these
me on.
conversations, but again, they're saying what they need to say.
Yeah. To get there.
You know,
Yeah.
to maintain, because, and I don't ever want to make us seem like we're better than anybody, but you know what league you're in and what league other people are in.
Yeah.
So sometimes people are kind of reaching up. It's still cool though. Like, yes, let's do this, right? But do not fuck this up.
Yeah.
So I have all these conversations. I'm talking to the husband. I'm talking to the wife. I'm talking whoever it is.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
having
it could
these
be either one that,
conversations. Yeah.
that messes it up.
Right?
I
I'm
don't
having these
discriminate.
conversations. Yeah. I want you to be real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't come in being fake and hiding yourself. Be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that I know will turn her off.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right? So is this something that you like to do? Yes or no? All right, we straight then.
Yeah.
And then when we get there, it comes out.
Yeah.
And now we gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she ain't gonna say it. She just gonna look at me. She gonna give me a look.
and you know the look already.
Yeah. He'd be like,
Check, please. It's time to go.
So okay, same question. Have you ever wanted a green light? And he's like, no.
no,
Nah, hell no.
probably not.
No.
He's always game.
I'm game.
I think he's always game.
Okay.
On go.
Yeah.
She's the picky one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know, you got to have those conversations.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? And she can be a 10 out of 10. If my wife ain't happy,
Yeah.
we got to go, babe. I'm sorry.
Okay. Another question on this same thing. Who gets who turns you guys off more? Is it because you said it could either be the man or the woman? So like when you guys meet couples, typically Who's the one that ruins it? The guy or the woman?
The guy.
Yeah, I would say the guy.
We've had a lot of situations where people are just saying what they need to say,
Yeah.
and then they get there, and he's.
I would say the biggest reason,
Let me see if you're gonna say what I'm saying.
yep, is that the guy would say he wants like a full swap, right?
And he's actually a cuck.
And he's actually a cuck.
Yeah.
And he really just wants to watch, so he'll start as a full swap,
Yeah.
and then he'll kind of like stop playing with me,
Yeah.
just to watch, and I'll be like,
He wants to watch me pound his wife into the bed.
yeah,
Which, if you set that from the get-go,
get-go.
I can set these expectations.
and I'm fine with that.
We're cool with that.
But yeah, you can't.
She get dressed. She put her shit on and we leave. She think we about to party.
Yeah.
And she not trying to get there. So we were in Atlanta one time.
Babe, this happened multiple times. What do
I
you
know,
mean?
but this particular one in Atlanta, we done talked these people to death for about an hour downstairs at the hotel lobby. Like, okay, cool, let's go up. He probably was 3 minutes, if that, and then all of a sudden he just faded away. And
They kind of just slide to the end of the bed and just like,
and
like, you know, like,
I felt her
they walk,
Superman
right?
beams on my face. I'm like,
like, all right,
I'm
let's
working.
go.
Yeah, of course.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem.
and he's having
I'm
a good
working.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
working.
saying? I'm working.
Niggas out working.
Trying not to look at
I
me.
know, 'cause I feel it.
Yeah.
Trying not to
Like,
look.
yeah, get over there.
I know he sees me.
I
your
look
partner.
over, she looks at me like, I'm like,
So when you get a guy, right, that ends up doing that, right, and he's fucking up the session, do you tell him, like, come on, bro, like, get in the game?
Tighten up.
Like,
Hey, tighten up, man.
like, you know what I
But
mean?
you gonna
Like,
time out?
yo, get in the
You
game.
just time out?
he's not, once he has fucked up with her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fix that.
Oh, it's a dunzo.
It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sometimes you'll be like, babe, you good? I'll be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
I ain't gonna lie, stopping mid that is crazy.
Crazy.
Right? Like
Like
you
mid,
did all
like,
that
you
just to
He
stop
thinks
the
he thinks
what?
he's slick too, and he'll just slide.
Okay, did he
away.
come-
He'll be
Did he
like,
come too fast?
Or something.
He didn't
No,
come at
he don't even.
all.
Or he'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he'll be like trying to get me like to like play with his girl while she's good, like or like rub on his girl. And I don't really play with girls like that. Like it just
If
depends.
the vibe hits, it
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he'll be like, oh,
Every day,
touch
he's
her,
not into it.
you know,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
to me,
okay.
I'm like, no, I don't want to. You're not gonna make me touch her, like you know.
but I also said all this in our pre-chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they know that going
listen,
in. Like they know I'm not gonna touch her unless I want to touch her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy. Imagine you fucking and like, going in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like mid fuck is crazy.
Yeah.
Mid.
And it's happened a lot of times.
And I look over, he just sitting there looking.
Okay, I got another question, right? So we gonna go there. So if it's happened a lot of times, how do you distinguish that maybe you're just not a good performer?
Me?
You.
Look at her.
No, I'm.
Look at her.
That's not.
Look at her.
Looks on me.
She
and
about
I'm
to
not
she
trying
about to
get
pour your
offensive.
drink on you.
That's not even a thing.
No. It's
It's
really
who they are.
Yeah, it's who they are.
Yeah.
Because I've had these conversations. I'm sorry, man. You know, I really, really wanted to have her. You know,
Yep.
have her with you. You know, we've seen you guys.
Oh, they fans. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's yeah.
Or do you think sometimes it may be the girls' wishes more than the guys?
It could be.
Yeah.
It 100% could be.
It's
you know,
it's
she's
what-
like,
it's who they are, but they said that they weren't that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
okay,
just
okay.
to get in with us.
So
to
it's just
do-
off the principle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not fucking with you because you lied off the principle.
And it's not what they like.
it's not what we.
Yeah.
Out of how many times have you just watched me? I mean, like, it's been a couple times at parties and whatnot. But again, if I'm getting her up,
Oh, if we're
out the house,
if it's like
getting her
not a
dressed.
party thing, then it's not a lot of times.
Yeah.
I don't.
At parties you watch,
Unless,
me.
like,
we don't
I
have dates
can't- yeah.
where I have just a
Yeah.
woman. She wants no parts of it. The one wife, she's just me.
At parties, sometimes
Oh,
yeah.
She watches me all the time because she's one and done. She'll have her drink. She'll sit in the
Yeah,
corner
at
of the
parties
bed.
because at parties I
She'll,
don't
like,
really do too much because there's too many guys and shit. And
Yeah.
but yeah, when it's like solo dates, then yeah.
So what happened when one person finished like super faster than the other? Like, what is you just go wait there? You go
It doesn't
watch,
happen.
Yeah, I don't really.
Doesn't happen.
We kind of just like
I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
we kind of like time it all out, right? Like
it's
kind of.
Yeah, it's our conversations. It's us talking prior to. It's our rules. But and then I don't want to call it a rule, you know. But I will never come at a party or while I'm good, or while at a date, and she hasn't,
Okay.
because I know I can get mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna get hers.
Okay.
That's a fact.
But she's like, I didn't get up and get dressed
Yeah.
to not come. So it doesn't have to be them, but it's like, okay, so then when everything's done, then it's us now.
It's,
then.
yeah.
You know, so that's why it never ever happens where I'm like, fuck, you know, and then I gotta wait, and like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I want to ask: has there ever been? But you said you never get turned off type shit. Like you always there.
No.
It never
There is.
Okay, so it ever been a situation where she's into it and you like, nah, I'm not really into this one.
I think he's always turned on more than anything.
I'm turned, so I don't need the other women there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a plus. I love it.
Okay.
But she's the best thing ever for me, right? So
Right.
if all else fails, I've got her, and I don't have to worry about nothing.
Okay. That's real.
But with your question though, it's just she's never wanting anything with anyone else more than me. And it's not like I want somebody else more. It's just we like what we're doing
it's fun.
because we're doing it.
Just
Together.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're doing it together.
Yeah.
The woman can be a 10 out of 10, I swear. But it's not going to come close to my wife whatsoever. She don't have the chemistry that we have, right? She wasn't a part of the conversations, because even when we at home fucking, I'm talking her through it.
Yeah.
I'm talking through all of these scenarios that may have not happened, but we know that we want to happen. You know what I'm saying? So like that's all I'm thinking about.
Okay.
When we're playing, you know, I got bad in front of me, and I'm still like, eyes are on her, thinking about what we were talking about. Like, hell yeah, this is what we talked about last night. You know what I'm saying? This is what, and tomorrow night, this is gonna be what I pull up for our conversation. You know, so I don't ever have to worry about that
Do you see this as something that you guys always do, or is it just kind of like
until we die.
Yeah. Always.
Until we die. Our kids are about.
We're
to,
like,
our kids
yeah.
are about to leave for college. and
We're
already
gonna like
talking-
probably build like onto our house like.
We're
something.
building all of
Or
it.
like,
We're building
yeah,
a
like-
sex dungeon.
Some
all
shit
that.
like yeah.
All that.
The vet
I'm
cave.
building all that.
Oh yeah.
Kids ain't got no more room.
You ain't coming home.
That shit.
Yo, hey, you better figure it out after college.
The
There's
nearest
no room at the
hotel.
house. There's no room at the house.
Bring your ass back home.
I pay for whatever you
Let
need
us know before you
outside.
get here.
Outside.
I pay for it outside. You know, this is what's going on
Yeah.
inside the house. Yeah, this is.
We
it's not
counting
a
down.
phase for us. This is. It's really, really us. It's what we do. It's what we enjoy. You know, that's why we're able to have so much fun with us making this content. You know what I'm saying? Because it's,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I like how y'all found what y'all really like into each other.
Yeah.
Because so many people go through life and that's what they really are mentally. But then the
They don't-
traditional way
yeah.
is I can't do that.
Yeah.
So then you always cheating because you
always
can't
cheating.
never release who you are.
What do you say about the women who aren't into it and whatnot, and they're in it but just don't know that they're in it?
That they're getting cheated on anyway. Yeah.
There's so many guys who want to be in it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Their only holdup is being able to get over
That hump.
that hump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get that hump.
Which, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, so shit, we are posting a day in the life that's going on tonight. Day in the life for, what was it, about 3 weeks ago, we had about 8 women in town. You know, I mean, I got all of my friends like, yo, what are you doing? Where are they? Who's here? Send me a picture. Send me this. So we're at Airbnb, just naked all day. Me, and it was other husbands there, but the husbands were those like, I wouldn't call them cucks, but just, I don't participate husbands. And I'm the only participating husband there. You know, like,
All in it.
listen, I'm
Literally.
All in the middle.
I thought about
Helping all the wives.
all in. What you need? I hold your hair. What,
What'd you do?
I get drinks.
He
I
was
make
a
videos.
he was a porn star videographer
Yeah.
for one of the
should.
I filmed her
for a
whole- her
gangbang.
whole
He was
thing.
like, "This is my life.
yeah, I was.
I just filmed a
I'm
gangbang."
sitting here. I'm on the bed. Now, again, it's your menu. This is not our menu. It was still cool to be there though.
Yeah.
For it was like a 20-guy
I'm on the
gangbang
bed.
for
There are
4
20
girls.
plus guys in this hotel room with 4 girls. She needed me to record for her. I'm standing on the bed as she is getting pounded.
He's looking at me. I just watch. He's like, "Look at what I'm doing."
I'm sitting here filming like, and I'm literally thinking to myself like, this is my life right now. Yeah. Like,
And my wife's watching, like-
I'm really filming this woman here. Fuck, suck. If every hole is full, I'm like, this is wild.
Fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
fucking life.
And that's what my friends are like saying, like,
Yeah.
yo. I was thinking to myself, like, I am wild.
Facts.
I swear, I was
Yeah,
like, this
yeah. You look in the mirror like
crazy.
that. Yeah, this is crazy.
And I'm in the bed. I looked up in the mirror like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And you don't have to hide from
don't
your
have to hide
wife.
it,
But
yeah.
that's the
You
part.
don't have to hide it.
Listen,
Yeah, you can
be
go
yourself.
home and lay your head down at night. Like,
Yeah. You know your wife for real.
I ain't got
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it honestly has brought us closer.
yeah.
Our bond is unbreakable.
Ain't nothing else to hide.
I swear.
Yeah.
The only
tough-
problem they can have is probably like money problems.
Yeah,
If
you feel
anything,
me?
Like,
Like,
there's nothing else. If
that's
they
a-
money straight, then
Yep.
like, it's nothing.
Our bond has become so unbreakable because if I can talk about another dick fucking her, I can talk about how I don't like how you fold my clothes,
Facts.
or the attitude that you gave me over this and that. Like the conversations that we should be having as husbands and boyfriends and whatnot that we don't just because we're not open enough.
Yeah.
We're able to have those.
Yeah.
Nothing is off the table.
Everything else is like
Nothing is off the table.
piece
so
of cake.
It's easy for us, which is why, like all of our friends see us like you guys are even vanilla friends who have no clue about what we do and just see our personal IG and stuff like, y'all are happy as fuck. Like, yeah, we are 100%. We happy as shit.
Okay. So let's talk about Cassie, Diddy, and power dynamics. Right. So, do you think some people confuse the kink with control and abuse? And what's the ethical line in dominance play?
I think it's confused.
Yeah, I think it's confused, and I am living proof just because in college I had an older woman who told me that she was a submissive, and in my mind at that time it was I'm telling her what to do, I'm commanding her to do this and buy me this and buy me that, and that is not what it is whatsoever. The submissive is she relies on her partner or he relies on his partner to be there for them, to be that security blanket for them, to handle things that they don't feel comfortable handling or whatever makes them cower down or make them feel uncomfortable. I handle that.
Yeah.
Which is why I say I handle everything. I make sure that every situation that she was walking into is good. Like I didn't want her walking into here and she doesn't know what's happening. She doesn't know how to dress, who's going to be here, how to talk, how to feel comfortable. So, but people who have no clue, yeah, man, they think you're just fucking anybody. And you just talk to your partner reckless.
So, like, with that whole situation and all of the publicity that it's getting, what would you say that its impact is on your lifestyle,
lifestyle?
and that community? What would you say that?
I think it's giving a bad reflection on the lifestyle. I think we are even getting comments on like social media, like, oh,
Diddy
Diddy and Cassie. The pagan.
Somebody honestly said, I'm gonna tell my kids
This is
Cassie and Diddy.
I definitely think people are taking the lifestyle and this and merging it together. I think a lot of education needs to be done on the lifestyle.
It's just people have no clue.
Yeah,
That's
they
how-
don't know
how-
what they're talking
how
about.
you said, how,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I don't know these terms, I'm ass, right? Like that's the proper approach, right? Versus people just jump to these conclusions.
easy to
They
be
have no
ignorant.
clue.
You think sex, you think parties, you
Yeah.
think swingers, you put it together, and you think Diddy party. Like that's what you.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah. Especially online.
online, man.
Yeah.
So our personal social media has gone viral. Right?
Yes.
And everyone thinks that it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And that shit is not cool whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just because we've come to realize that niggas just want to argue.
Yeah.
All they want to
Yeah,
do
keeping
is
getting
argue.
into it with people on our personal.
And I'm a non-confrontational dude, and I'll be having to talk her down, like, yo, you can't be representing us this way. Chill the fuck out, right? And then I catch myself, I'm arguing,
I'm sure you guys seen
down,
that
like something he
personal
talking
one,
about,
too.
pull up, put the address and stuff, like. So we have shit like 3 videos. One video is us at the airport
with the Domino's
with
pizza.
Domino's pizza. So and it was saying how you bring your pizza, bring your own food to the airport instead of paying they $80 for 4 chicken tenders, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about your family, or your nobody. We not harming nobody. She ain't scantily dressed or nothing. She is simply showing how she's able to carry her 3 pizzas through TSA and then consume her pizza happily without having to pay $100. We spent $23 on our pizza. It was still hot. You would have thought that we were smashing kids and cutting necks off and shit. People had the nastiest shit to say about us bringing pizza. And I was arguing for a while. I just had to realize that this is just who they are.
Yeah.
People want to, it gives them an opportunity to be somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gives them an opportunity to get
gives them an
away
opportunity
from
to
whatever
be
bullshit they may be dealing with in their own lives.
Yes.
So when they see somebody on the screen, they just say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense.
Yeah.
We had another video where I had her, we were walking into the house, and all I was showing was how fast your woman changes into her comfy clothes because she's at the crib.
Yeah.
So basically, we walk into the door. We walk to the door. She's dressed sexy and shit. As soon as she walks in, she has a robe and a bonnet on. I grab her. I put her outside the door. She has her sexy clothes on. Went crazy again. See, this is why men don't like women, because they do this, arguing with me, arguing with my mama. My mama, she online responding and shit, telling, well, he meant this for the video. Get your old ass, like, dude. I'm like, they just want to argue.
They do want to argue, bro.
So social media is not a real place. Don't let that shit get to you. They have no clue about Cassie Diddy. They just see it like, because honestly, who cares? Who cares about Cassie and Diddy?
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
But because of who we are, how we exist, everybody got an opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody has it, and they have no clue. They've never been to a freak off. They've never been to.
Facts.
They've never been a swinger. Because some people are like, well, who would need that many bottles of baby oil? Well, who would need this many cases of condoms? Right? Have you ever been to a gangbang? Have you ever been to a swinger party? Right?
Never.
Right? Who needs it? You don't have.
You don't know.
Perspective.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't speak on that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have it.
That's a fact.
But because they don't have any ramifications to it, they say what the fuck they want to say and keep on scrolling.
New flavors. You know the vibes. ChaseGreen.com. That's where you need to be. Make sure you get your merch. If you're part of the Sniper family, how you don't got your merch yet? We got the big Sniper logos, red and black. We got the basic logo with the blue. We got red. We got pink. Whatever you need, we got it. Make sure you're on the site. ChaseGreen.com. Sniper family. Stay focused. So walk me through, right? Like, and you guys' lifestyle. You know, consent is, of course, imperative, right? But with this new age type of consent where you can kind of consent to something, regret it, and then kind of take the consent back and it still be like it's brand new.
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys navigate through that?
Again, not fucking with new people.
Yeah.
Like randoms that we don't know. You know,
Yeah.
like we know who we want to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like after if we hang out with them, we like,
And
that's great.
the swinger world too it's everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of a small circle. So once you've played with people, you kind of know how they work.
And I'm not out recruiting
Yeah.
dimes who came here for spring break. Like, yo, my wife
Yeah.
let me fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Come like, nah.
You tend to run into the same people all
Like,
the
every party,
time.
when we host a party, if we got 50 people there, 35 of them are the same people who come to every single party.
Yeah.
When we go to some party, it's all the same people. You know what I'm saying? So like even when we go back home to Chicago for Exotica, we host a party every time. The same people are showing up. We see the same people at Exotica. So
Or there are
just like
people
this.
that other people have sent to your party that you know of. So yeah, as long as they're not like super newbies in the the lifestyle.
No newbies.
Did y'all ever did y'all ever experience a group of people that y'all like, okay, this is a good match, and y'all had like multiple
Encounters with?
Yeah. Has that happened?
Oh yeah. Like our friends, like we have people who've become our friends through this.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That we hang out like vanilla vibes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The goal is
To make friends, like
I want to be able to fuck you tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And come to our
then
kids' graduation tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we have lifelong
like
friends.
I'll support your family and whatnot. You know, whatever your company is. Like it's friendship. It's not just that. Now we're not building those relationships. I'm not building a relationship with the wife.
Okay.
like
That
yeah,
sort of
those type
relationship.
of
You know what I'm saying? She's not building a relationship with the husband.
Now there are
you go.
couples in the lifestyle. So, like we were saying earlier, there are so many different dynamics to lifestyle. It's just what your menu is. Like, there are some couples in the lifestyle that do that do have girlfriends and boyfriends
Yeah.
amongst their relationships.
Yeah.
That's just not our dynamic with others couples. But
I can't deal with two women in that instance anymore. Like I did that.
but
I didn't want to do it then, but I did that. I would never, ever go down that
Yeah.
path again.
Too many emotions.
It's just it's too many, man. I was living like I'm so chill right now. Like I'm unfazed. There's nothing that anyone can say in or do that's gonna make me crash out.
Bad.
Because for so many years, I was walking on eggshells. I was living two lives. You know what I'm saying? So now I got this one life, the life that I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids are good. She's good. You know what I'm saying? She's even better. You know? Listen, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, facts.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing can mess this up for me now. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had moments where you enjoyed something a little too much, and how do you check those emotions?
Shit, the goal is to enjoy it. We trying to enjoy it. Like, emotions are never involved in ours.
yeah.
It's sex. That's all it is. The only emotion will be a friendship. But no, when we go to parties or whatnot or hang out, like our goal is to have a fucking blast, to have an amazing night. For us to be able to talk about it when it's just us all week or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? When it's just us at night in the bed, and we can look back and I can talk her through that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Okay.
yeah, well, we don't ever have any of those issues.
Okay. If you had to rank communication, trust, and sex, what's the most important to this lifestyle?
Communication,
And then trust.
trust.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say those are the number.
Because the sex can be,
Yeah.
it can be whack, but like, I'm not having this sex for you.
Oh yeah, the sex can be whack.
We-
for sure.
It's here. So now you feel better to me because we here.
Yeah.
We vibing. She's watching me. I can feel her. We're talking. We're mouthing shit. You know what I'm saying? So the sex
Yeah.
can come. You know,
Yeah.
and we can coach them through whatever I may want or whatever she may want or how she likes things or stuff like that. But if you can't have these conversations,
Yeah, communication for sure, number one, because
You
you got to
lying
know what
about
you want going in. Like there can't be no blurred lines.
yeah.
And trust, because you got to trust that you guys are gonna keep up that communication. You know.
And not build a relationship with this
Yeah.
person, whoever it may be, because a lot of people are afraid of that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have somebody fuck my husband. He
Yeah.
gonna leave me
Yeah.
for a younger model. Or
And there
something,
are
you know?
people that do that.
Yeah. It
There are situations that happens. So
and they make it bad for the people
For the
who had
people that-
zero
yep.
intentions on that.
Okay.
I think that's
or the for
that's
the-
every woman fear.
Yeah.
or for the people
Yeah.
that get talked into
Shit,
the
guys
lifestyle.
Too. Listen.
Yeah.
Shit, he 12 inches. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
True.
She about to leave me for
Yeah,
him, you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
true,
Like,
true.
as long as y'all have those conversations and you guys know the conversations in that trust, y'all are good.
Has there ever been like a jealousy thing? Like if you see someone has enjoyed it too much, like maybe better than your partner?
Nope.
No.
I want her to enjoy herself.
Okay.
At the same time, I know that there are people who may fuck better,
Yeah.
bigger and everything, but they don't have our relationship.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
Yeah.
that they will never be able to get, which will get her to that top of,
Yeah.
this is a 10 out of 10 fuck for me.
Yeah.
I don't
they
really
can't
even
beat that
like
for me.
come too much without any like. There's been a handful of people that I've come with, right? Other
Yeah.
than you,
Yeah.
maybe 3. So yeah.
Okay.
What about you with him? Like you just feel like you ever felt like, dang, he enjoyed that too much?
Not really.
She likes to see
Not
me
really
do
at
it.
peace.
She likes to see me just because she knows everything that I handle, everything that
Yeah.
I do. So even
I just feel like-
for years I ran our brand, our business,
Yeah.
everything. I have a 9 to 5.
So he doesn't like, he never like, when we're at parties and stuff, he never really gets to enjoy himself because he's always like watching over me because I'm like, everybody's like, there's a line of guys and he never gets to play, like, you know? So sometimes I won't even play now. Like, I'll just be like, let him, you know? So I enjoy like just letting him get like his moment now sometimes, you know? So like, I feel like recently I've been just like not playing, or like I'll play for a minute and then like let him enjoy his time. Or like when we have parties, like I'll play for a minute and like just let him like go, and I'll host now so that he can just
have fun too.
Yeah, because
egging me on, like
I'll be like, go, like
go do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like I'm the one who at home dealing with all this bullshit. You just get stressed.
Yeah,
you gotta do this and do this and stuff.
Yeah, I just need him to.
I know you need this. Go.
So with you saying that you have a 9 to 5, right? And then you going viral multiple times for the things that you guys are going viral for.
Fortunately, my face wasn't in those back in the day, but right
in
now,
the day, now they are.
Right now, I'm in the videos now, but nothing is enough where I could get into some shit.
Yeah.
Right. So, and one thing that I have noticed is, a long time ago, we kind of came up to this. If you finding our stuff,
you're looking for it. You're in it.
Right.
So you about to get in trouble too.
And
somehow or another, we're gonna find a way for you to get in trouble too.
So also, I'm pretty high level at my job, and what you have found is that the higher the levels are, the nastier the niggas are.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
all-
all in it.
Yeah.
They're literally
Yeah.
all in it, and or want to be in it, or watch.
You got dirt on everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
We got some government people. We got some school people. We got some who else?
And
You need no brown.
Some judges. Some
yeah,
we got a little bit of everybody.
everybody. Just,
Some police officers.
Yeah.
All right. So my last question for this segment, right? And then you can ask a last question for you, or if you have something. What's the wildest place or scenario you've been, and that would shock people watching right now? So what's the wildest place or scenario that you've been in that would shock people?
Been in like fucking?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or whatever, your party or
in
whatever.
our lifestyle, what was the wildest thing that we've experienced?
Shit, there's been so many.
Come on, you kick it off.
The wildest place.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a place. You can just tell me the wildest thing that you guys
The
have
wildest
experienced.
thing.
I'm just expecting.
Baby, you have a better memory than I do. Let me see.
I'm expecting to hear something crazy.
I mean, we're tainted because what is wild?
Yeah, what is wild to us?
I guess this,
I'm sorry,
this,
what
this would already
what
be
is-
wild.
yeah.
Wild to vanilla people is
Yeah.
our everyday.
Because I'm thinking
So-
of like the back of the strip club,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
at work,
So there is a there is a
at your house when your wife wasn't there.
hotel here. I'm sorry, it's not a hotel. It's a sex store here.
Oh, the sex store when all the guys were fucking me.
Hold on, player. You're telling the fucking story.
Okay, that's a good one. We always tell that one though.
So again, Florida's different. We never seen anything like this. So we heard that there was a theater, sex theater. So I'm like, okay, let's go to the sex theater.
But it's also a sex
The sex
store.
theater was a sex store. I didn't know that. So the same store that you go, you buy all your toys and you can get your videos and stuff. In the
Yeah.
back, there is a whole fucking cinema. Big screen and everything, just like you going to see Mission Impossible or something. And it's about 50 seats in there. And people are watching porn, stroking. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta get the address for it.
Yeah, right? So I'm
In my mind.
Oh, no. It's still there. So I'm
okay.
like,
I don't know.
wow. Okay, cool. So let's go. So we're in here. We're looking. This is our first time. We don't know what to expect. And like, okay, so I guess people can do this. I'm like,
We've been to the store part before. We didn't know it was the.
no. So now I said, well, fuck it up. Take my shit up. I said, come on, give me a head then, right here in the theater.
That real now.
I'm like, I guess that's okay. I don't know. So everybody who's stroking while watching the movie has now turned around and
Yeah.
The live porno.
flipped all the way over. Like, yeah, like I got this right in front of me.
Facts.
Like, hell yeah, let's do this. So now I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. It's about 40 people in here. I said, let's go in the back, I guess. So there are these stalls where you can then watch. You can put coins in, money in, pick the porn you want.
They're like little booths.
Yeah, tiny booth.
God damn.
So we're sitting down, we're watching, we're doing our own thing. All of a sudden, it's knocking at the door. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, who would be knocking on the door? There was a line of the guys who were in the theater with us, done followed us
They were like,
to the stall, now trying to get in. I mean, it was probably 15 to 20 guys. So now I'm like, okay. what the fuck are we about to do? Like, and then, like, should we do this? Should we do?
And
this?
I don't even know, like, did the first person have like a condom or something?
He didn't. But since he's at a sex store, he's like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
He ran to the front.
He came back with a condom.
Like, I got one. So now the whole line now thinks that everybody's running to the front.
Yeah.
To get condoms and shit. So now I'm like, okay, we are gonna do this. So now I'm like, but this isn't too safe. It's dark as shit. Like, it's no light.
We
like,
were
really,
reckless.
The
like-
only light that you have is from the tiny screen they're showing the porn. So you don't really see anything. So I'm like, I can't have fun. I need to make sure that she's safe and we're safe. But we gonna do this though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So I let one guy in. So we're playing, and then I let another guy in. Eventually, they're beating down the door. They're fighting each other, trying to get in. So that was like, okay, how many did we eventually I just cut it off.
I don't know.
It was like, I'm done.
What was the estimate? Give me an estimate.
There was,
No, it was probably like 6.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who actually came in.
Yeah.
We went back another time because we were like, okay, cool, shit.
And they took all that shit down.
Yes.
We were the reason.
Damn.
Yeah, they kind of changed
They took
it.
all the doors down and shit.
But now we got the doors kind of open and somebody has to hold the door. So now we're playing. I'm sitting down because I need to be able to see everything. She's sucking me while somebody's fucking her while someone was
Fucking him.
Holy.
Wow.
No way.
I'm like,
Wow.
how did this
No
happen?
way.
You niggas ain't had no conversation. Like, you gotta say
way.
something to us. Like,
was
let us
like-
know that this is what is what's about to happen.
Game
So
over.
she didn't know, right? So she's paying attention. I was like, guy, look. She had to do a double take. We were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We were that damn fantasy with themselves. So I'm sure that they went home and had their own little.
Yeah, that was the
talking through it.
wildest thing I think we've ever
Definitely
done.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that
Couldn't-
was the wild.
I've never seen, especially with us being in the lifestyle, seeing someone just openly do that without having any sort of conversation. Because it wasn't like it was a party.
Yeah.
Like you're in our stall.
Yeah.
And then, and that's what he decided to do.
Okay.
I could only imagine the front desk, like, why is everybody coming to buy condoms? Like,
Yeah.
Business is booming.
Yeah.
Right?
I would have been an upcharge.
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
For real.
$10 for the singles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come through.
So,
we've
yeah, now
never
they don't-
done anything reckless like that ever again, though, right?
That was like we talk about like, yo, that was
Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
were we
on?
doing?
What were we on with that?
Yeah.
Because that's wild.
Is there any experience that's been left off the table that y'all just ain't do yet? Anything you could think of? Or?
I don't think so. I feel like anything that comes to mind, we try.
Y'all give us one. How
Yeah,
about-
give us something and we'll try
How
it.
about
but
that?
like,
No, or we'll tell you if we've done
we
it.
tried it.
Go ahead, cool. Give him.
Yeah, you nasty nigga. What's what you got?
You a nasty.
I mean, that story was wild. The only story I had
Yeah.
was when my girl at the time, her friends came down to visit, and they wanted to stay at the house, and she was like, "So we don't have no craziness. Everybody got to fuck who." So I like fucked all her friends.
Oh yeah, that's.
But
Oh yeah.
y'all
We
top my
fuck
story.
friends all
That,
the
y'all have a
time.
major story. I
Yeah.
need to read y'all
Anybody
book.
that comes to my house.
He has open dibs to fuck. Like, yeah, he's always like, if they come to my house, I'm fucking them. I'm
Consent
like,
is
okay.
still
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Don't get that shit twisted.
Right.
But these conversations are had beforehand. But yeah, and whoever comes to my house, I have free
reign.
to be able to play with them.
That's a gas.
I like it.
Hey, I'm about to get me a doormat on my shit.
What's it gonna say?
Cross this line.
Come on.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
All right. Cool. What time is it?
Is it shot o'clock?
It is shot o'clock.
Let's do it.
So, all right. Let me go ahead and get done.
You want me to get it?
Yeah. I got you. All right. So, I'm gonna ask a question. You don't have to answer the question, but of course
You can
guys
take a shot.
are.
We gonna answer.
Of course, y'all gonna answer. So
gonna-
it's not even good for y'all because y'all so
We gonna
fucking
answer.
transparent.
We're not afraid of anything. There's nothing.
But we're gonna ask the question. Typically, it would go.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I've got this.
We would ask the question, and you would either answer it, or
Okay.
if you want to evade it,
All right.
take a shot.
You better make it good. Make me question. Make me think. Like, should I really tell them?
Shit, I don't know how good these fucking questions could get.
Make me worry.
Shit.
You good with that, boobs?
yeah, I just feel like I can't see you. So my neck is like.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too from over here. I'm like, we gotta figure something.
You need
out.
to go like this.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
That. I see that now.
And I feel like my back is towards him, so
Yeah.
he needs to come out.
Gotcha.
I like that more.
Yeah. That's why we got these kind of like shit.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
on that side.
Yeah.
Come on, Chase. Come on, man.
Pressure on.
Because
You knew
a
we
lot
were
of the
fucking
questions
coming.
that I would have
You
had,
knew we were coming.
No.
They kind of answered.
Yeah,
in it.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like,
That's how I be. It
how the
makes me
fuck?
like,
you know
come
what I
on.
mean? Like,
That's why when I got to look, I'm thought about
Yeah.
like.
because one of my questions would have been like, have you ever
I
caught
do.
feelings
I'd
for
be like
somebody
the same
outside?
thing. They already answered. I'd be like, damn, I was gonna answer that in like 5 more
see?
minutes.
Like,
Ain't catching no feelings. We play. You go home. It's us.
Yeah.
all right. Has a third party ever made you feel insecure physically?
Insecure.
Physically.
Physically.
I know. She has she has someone bigger. Yes. But
I wasn't picturing it like that, but
no. Well, how are you picturing it?
Physique, muscles.
yeah.
Nigga, you see me?
Because nigga automatically think the size.
No.
No, so in that like physique, no. But again, it also helps because I know that she doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not in a mean way, but
Yeah, it's nothing mean about it, but it's just not. It's not you.
Yeah.
And that is very difficult for men because in our world, we got to make this woman like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put that shit on. We drive our cars. We put that cologne on. We cut our hair, our beards and shit, so that the women are attracted to us.
Yeah.
That doesn't attract her whatsoever. You know, so I don't have to worry about that. Secondly, when we're playing, she does not want 2 BBCs pounding her into the bed.
yeah.
So it's not like I'm ever in a situation
I'm
where
a
I'm like,
super hard person to.
where I'm like, damn, this motherfucker has a foot long pole, and I'm sitting here with So now we had to get there to some point, and that was like probably like our second dude that we played with, and she was like, we now have a size limit.
Yeah.
Never go through this again,
Yeah.
ever.
Okay.
So I don't even. But again, I want to see her happy. I want to see her enjoying herself. So there's not a situation where I'm feeling insecure. about it,
Insecure.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What about you?
No.
She ain't worried.
So if he came with a baddie, with a jaddy,
No.
okay.
I do a damn good job in our regular life.
Of making me feel like this,
Yeah.
you know. I'm not going to be honest with you, I don't think that I am that what he tells me I am, but I'm not insecure about it and think that somebody else, you know, is that either.
She just want to see me happy.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Okay. You just said something, right? So what would you say to somebody that said, you see how you said, I don't think I'm that he
Yeah.
tells me?
Yeah.
That he's kind of manipulating you because you're insecure. What would you say to that?
I don't think he's manipulating me. I think he is telling me the
That's
truth.
why I say I do a damn good job at it.
I just
It's
don't.
every day.
I just don't.
You know,
And other people
agree.
tell
I
me
see.
that I.
It's every day.
Yeah.
as the dom,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of people don't understand that.
Got talking to the mic.
I am not bashing women, black women whatsoever.
Yeah.
But when a lot of people hear the term submissive, they think, oh, she gonna do whatever the fuck he says, and she's quiet, she ain't gonna argue. How many times do I have to tell you, just shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but as the dom, she's really in control.
Yeah.
The submissive is the one who's in control.
Yeah.
Because
Literally.
I got to make sure that everything, every step, from the moment that she wakes up to the moment that she goes to bed.
Yeah, he literally caters
her
to me,
life
but I also cater to him.
yeah.
It's very
In our
crazy.
brief interaction, I can see that you're very gentle with her. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
very
for sure.
attentive. Like
Yeah,
just
for sure.
from our brief interaction, I can see like you're very attentive.
But then, like when we go out, like or anywhere, I serve him his food, and I open his napkin, and I give him his fork and knife.
Them
But,
hating
you know,
hoes don't like that.
No, they don't like that at all.
No, I can
They
tell.
don't.
No.
Oh, they fake.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
another video that went viral is the driver.
oh, when I was feeding him.
So yeah, so she's a passenger princess. Motherfucker, she get in the car, she out.
Yeah.
But she also takes before she's out, She will feed me my food. She's taking my hat off, my jacket, help me take my jacket off. So everyone's in the comments hating. That ain't real. This isn't what it is.
But it is.
Like,
It's
this is my everyday life.
Yeah.
My everyday life, yes, I am busting my ass for her, but at the same time, I'm not lifting a finger when it comes to other things. And that's how we work.
It's very crazy when you see our dynamic.
know I ain't been
like,
tripping.
in real life.
I know I ain't been tripping.
The Lord's Sunday, so I can see it. I ain't been tripping. And I'm going to keep my foot on their neck so I find out what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
People
what I'm saying.
think,
That's
people
what I'm
think
saying.
it's super crazy
The
when
shit
they
is out
see
there
us.
for real.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
It's out there. Women, there is a guy out there that wants to fucking worship the ground that she walks on.
But he
who
also,
don't
like
wanna
he
cheat on
said,
you.
he tells me to shut the fuck up because that's not my place sometimes, and I will shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Praise him.
But
Praise him.
Praise them.
Praise him.
Praise them.
All right.
All be so perfect.
What?
Man, I swear, especially from being married for so long prior, sometimes I'm still like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is my life.
I'm at peace.
Yeah, excluding the fucking, right?
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I'm so at peace, bro. My house is okay. My life is okay. My job, my wife, my kids. No fucking stress. It just makes everything so much easier. It makes then our relationship so much easier.
Right.
Like, it's just, it's wild. It's wild to think that I have this level of peace right now. And I'm so happy for it.
You have homegirls?
I don't.
See, everything I've been saying. Everything I've been saying.
Also
Everything I've been
perfect.
saying.
Also perfect.
See, but when I say it, they say, "Oh, I'm crazy. I'm too aggressive." I say, "I don't like my girl having homegirls. I don't like all that." They say, "You're crazy."
Why?
Because they bring too much drama, fucking up what we have.
I say all the time,
Hey,
I
your
don't
fucking
need-
team,
I don't
your
need-
team
Validated
is gonna
niggas
fuck
out.
you up. Your team is gonna fuck all this
Yeah.
up. I said that for years. Your little teammates, fuck that. They're all in your ear.
Wish they could be you.
I got like two maybe from
Yeah.
back in the day that had their little say that I didn't talk to that came right back around
Because then their life
because
got
guess
fucked up.
what?
Their husband cheating on them.
Count.
Preach.
So then, okay, so how do you combat somebody that's saying you're alienating her from friends so you can control her? How do you combat that if you were to hear that? And how
I don't
do
give
you
a
combat
fuck
that?
what anybody said.
I don't give a fuck what it
That like I'm telling
an
you,
Aquarius,
the level
but,
of
like,
peace
I
that
don't
I
give a-
have,
I don't give a fuck.
nobody
Like,
can say anything to me.
I don't
Nobody.
I don't need anybody else's opinion. Like I literally am here for my kids and my husband and myself. Like
Bad.
And vice versa.
I don't
Bad.
I've always been like that. I've never needed
them
anybody
clock that.
else. Even like my parents, like my mom's giving me shit at points. I love that woman to death, but like I will cut you off. Like I will literally not talk to you until you come back around and you're like, you know what? Hey.
And you know what?
And I'm like,
And it happened,
hey. It's happened twice with
It
my
happened.
mother. Like
And now she's like, oh fuck.
Because-
I see what you were doing.
because I know what's right for me and I know what's right for my family, you know?
Yes.
Oh, this which one?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I don't
we
know.
tell people stay in your house.
yeah.
That's
Facts.
what. So I
Big
have
facts.
two things.
Big facts.
Your menu is your menu, and stay in your fucking house.
Yes.
Come on.
Stay in
now.
your house.
Come on now.
You have no idea what the conversation we had yesterday. So to you, it may sound crazy. Oh, he's wild for saying this. But I just spoke to her yesterday. Or there's something we've been talking
And
about for years. And now
don't-
she broke that rule.
we don't bring-
Or I broke the rule.
We don't bring people into our relationship ever. So nobody can ever say, "Oh, I'm mad at him because
Yeah.
you know, he did this to you 2 years ago." Nobody knows anything about anything. If we're ever in an argument, nobody know. Our kids have never even seen us fight.
That'd be the biggest thing. Like
So you can't.
when y'all arguing and they tell their friends like, oh,
Yeah.
he did this, this, and this, and then y'all rekindle, y'all get over it.
Yep.
They don't get
They
over
still
it.
mad.
They don't get over
So
it.
we've always
Stay
kept
in
that.
your
Yeah.
fucking house.
Stay in your house.
Facts.
It's
Stay in your
simple
house.
as
Because I
that.
could be a listening ear, but I'm not gonna give you no. Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Because you might need to vent. So I'm here to listen to you vent.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna tell you,
100%.
man. You need to leave that motherfucker.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
We don't even let. we
I don't
even
know
vent
what
to
goes
anybody.
on in your house.
Yeah.
I do not know how you guys talk behind closed doors. I do not know what you guys agreed on.
Yep.
And to you, because it's your menu, to me that shit may be crazy as fuck and I would never do. But if y'all agreed on it,
Who am I?
who cares what the hell I think?
Yeah, I agree.
And I can say some wrong stuff about how he moved or how she moved. So that's why we don't even get involved in it. I'll listen. and I keep it
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need to go talk to her then, brother. You need to just talk to her.
Yeah.
Just talk to her. I need this. Then tell her that. But I ain't gonna give him anything where you should do this or fuck her, leave her. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys say you both have kids, right?
Yeah.
From outside situations or
Yes.
together?
Outside.
Outside situation. You have a son, daughter?
I have 2 girls and 2 boys.
Yes, we're a blended family now.
Okay, cool. When your kids are adults, if
They
they
are
wanted to
adults.
mimic,
They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Right now,
But
Right
they are
now-
adults, babe.
yeah.
They're 22.
okay.
Okay.
So the oldest is, but even prior to that, because we've been together for 11 years.
What is going on?
We've been together for 11 years. So yeah, she was 11,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we are going to be the open parents. We're going to teach you the traditional ways.
Yeah.
But when you get old enough, you make your own decision.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a fact.
and what I always say, what if your son decides he's gay?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do now? Like,
You gotta love your son.
still gotta love my son, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna do what you're gonna do because you're the one who's living in that house. You're the one waking up and going to work. You're the one tending to the kids. You're the one who had to go to school or whatnot. Like, listen, I got a master's degree. I'm in top 5% of the world in salary. There is nothing that anyone is gonna tell me that's gonna change how my house is being ran.
Preach.
How me and my wife run our shit. How we handle our kids. Best dad in the world. None of that. You know what I'm saying? We focus on our own self. So kids, do yourself. When our oldest daughter gets old, and she kind of knows that that mom is a naked mom. What did she tell you? She called her the nude mom. Like, you know who your parents are and how they move
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
don't-
our kids know about
Yeah.
Dirty Husband Roy and everything like that.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Sniper family, what up? I hope you're enjoying the show. ChaseGreen.com. Stay logged in, stay tapped in. Like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you commenting. I really appreciate you watching. Yo, back to the show. So when they found out, like, what was that experience for them?
It was. We didn't know that they knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of them was like, "Oh yeah, I know about the bluebird, Dad." And I'm like,
So we found
fuck is the
out
Bluebird?
that
Twitter.
kids
Twitter.
did
yeah.
because of his ex-wife.
because I'm like,
So-
I know it was on Twitter.
So
you know what I'm
his
saying?
ex-wife kind of threw it in his face that the kids knew, and when she's like, "You need to have a conversation," and then
Which we did.
When a
We definitely needed to have a conversation.
when a
but-
conversation was had, he's like, "Yeah, I found it on Mom's phone."
What? Watching it.
She was watching.
She was watching.
She was
Of
watching.
course she's watching.
So
Comparing
he
herself?
was like, I went to go use Mom's phone, and it was on there, and I was like, why is this here? So she made it seem like the kids found it,
Yeah.
but they found it because of her. But
So that forced us to then have that conversation.
yeah, and they were.
right?
He was basically like, "Psh, it's cool as long as
said,
y'all
"Y'all
make
good?"
money." Like,
He said,
whatever,
"Y'all good?"
yeah.
And he was what? I mean, shit, he probably what, 14?
Yeah.
Y'all good? You guys make?
yeah.
Hey.
So
Now
And
we
then he
also are
was-
in a different time. you
yeah.
know, of it's a lot more nudity nowadays, you know. So like if it were us back in the day, we were like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But these kids nowadays are used to it. So that's why it wasn't as bad as what I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, I know you guys say that you don't deal with randoms, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for this segment, we're going to do a role play,
Okay.
right? So you're going to do it and you're going to do it, right?
Okay.
So you have to shoot your shot and get a couple or a guy or a girl to join. So whether it's the guy, whether it's a unicorn or whatever, but you have to procure them to your situation.
Procure them.
So now, I don't want you to walk me through it. I want you to actually role play it.
Yeah.
So you're going to go ahead and do it.
Before we get to it,
Sure.
I mean, these are just regular vanilla people, right? Because I wouldn't go up to, I don't have to really work that hard.
Yeah. So they're regular vanilla people.
Yeah, they got to be regular because it can't be somebody.
So we're gonna try to get them to come.
Don't
to
like the
us?
vanilla people.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't do this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I know.
listen. I don't normally do this.
Okay,
right?
so what are we gonna do? We're gonna walk. Are we
Hey.
walking?
It started.
Oh.
Yeah, it started.
I don't normally do this, but my wife and I were over there talking. We saw you guys' connection. We think that you guys are a good-looking couple. We think that you guys would vibe well with us. We are swingers. This is kind of what we do. And a game that we always play is Spot the Swinger.
You're good.
and you guys fit the bill for swingers. So first of all, I want to know if I won or if she won, so on and so forth. Yes, no, maybe so. And that kind of gets us there to that, because 9 times out of 10 when we pick somebody to be a swinger, they aren't. You shocked, babe? Babe, I've been doing this for years.
No, I'm
had the whole
not
script.
shocked.
Yeah, I like it.
Wait,
I like
he
it.
started 1 and I didn't even know.
Yeah.
2, he just killed that shit.
Yeah, he killed it.
3, I'm about to be like, hey, you want to come
Then
home with me?
and then she'll come over.
Can I show you up?
Yeah, then she'll come over, like it's really, it's not a joke, boom. And then we can get the answer, get the vibe.
And let's get some shots.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
That was P.
Yeah,
That was
I
P.
like that. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
P. I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, Sky, let's go. You run the point now.
Sky don't run the point.
Can I buy you a drink?
Come on, baby.
Can you buy me a drink?
There you go.
Would you wanna? I don't even fucking know.
I know you don't,
bro.
because you don't do this.
I don't even know what the.
I know, and
I don't even know how to talk to people.
And that's the purpose
Let
of the
alone-
game.
let
That's what we
alone
want to
try
see.
take somebody home.
Okay, so would it be okay? So hold on, here. Would it be a babe? Would it be a couple, or it probably would? Maybe
I'ma
you want to
pick
do
up a
something
bitch.
nice for me. Yeah,
I'ma
yeah,
pick
yeah.
up a bitch,
Okay.
I'm gonna be like,
All right, so
I'ma
she a
be
girl.
like-
Am I coming up with you, or am I at the table?
Dolo.
Okay,
solo.
I'm Dolo at the table.
I'll be like, what do I say? Hey.
I
My
can't look at the phone forever.
My husband likes you.
My husband likes you.
My husband thinks you're fucking hot, bitch.
Man,
Wanna come home with us? Oh,
babe.
suck your tit. I might lick your pussy. He's definitely gonna fuck you. Really good. Yes, bitch, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think that would win in Miami for sure.
I already got the car warmed up. Let's go.
The whitest black girl ever.
I'm gonna be watching you, engaging how it's going, and
She's gonna be like,
that'll
"Is
let
it
me know
that
if I
one
need to
over
go get the
there with
car.
the hat on?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll go with you.
Okay.
All right, so last segment, right? Going to pick a struggle, right? So I'm gonna give you guys 2 scenarios, and you just tell me either A or B.
Okay.
You're picking your struggle. So, she chooses you, but she doesn't desire you, or she desires you, but she doesn't respect you.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, she chooses you, but she doesn't desire.
She chooses you, but doesn't desire
I would.
you.
She chooses me,
but
doesn't
desires
desire
you.
me.
But, yeah, because I
I'm
can't.
picking the first one.
I can't be
Yeah, me
disrespected.
too.
Yeah, I can't be
Listen,
disrespected.
like,
Okay.
Yeah,
there's
you
no
fucking
way.
respect me.
So you rather
There's no way you're gonna talk to me wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and or I can't trust you when you leave this house to follow how we operate. I gotta be able to trust you.
All right. Live with your girl or live with your partner and risk losing everything if it ends, or live alone and struggle to build intimacy.
I'm all in.
I'm all in.
So you take the risk.
I'm
Yeah.
all in. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I agree with them.
Yeah.
Know the truth and lose the fantasy, or keep the fantasy and live in denial.
Typically, I would say know the truth, but especially with how because when we're not swinging and we're doing our own thing, we have these fantasies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to just fake it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I like it because you like it. I like it not because you're doing it for me. You gotta like it. So I kind of want to. I need to know that you're for real.
Know the truth.
Yeah, I need to know the truth.
All right.
You know, you see y'all answering these questions so well.
Yeah,
Everybody
they
else be
doing
struggling.
Yeah.
Think about it too much. Doing it so effortlessly.
Because we talk
Okay,
about
your
so
partner
much
is
shit.
faithful but boring, or they're fun and exciting, but
Fun and exciting.
I can't trust a bitch. I mean, I just can't. If I can't trust
Fun and
her,
exciting? Wait, what?
fun and exciting but active with everybody, or
No.
faithful and boring.
yeah, no, she gotta be faithful and boring, like her. She faithful and boring as fuck,
But
Boring-
I can be
boring as
fun and
fuck.
exciting.
and that's why I like you. Like how I was prepping you, like don't give her no shots.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna turn it like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, she gotta be faithful.
Okay. Would you rather be anywhere else or staying focused with Chase Green?
Staying focused, Chase Green.
That's my guy.
Yeah, same.
That's why Chicago people good for something.
Hey, but I never heard how y'all met. Like, how you ran the game on it, bro? Because you don't like people, so you had to run some real
I do not like people.
You know what?
Yes.
I think about that often, and that was so long ago. So, and it's so cliche, and I knew you were going to ask. I didn't want to say it. So she used to be my secretary.
Okay.
And we had no intentions on none of that shit.
Yeah.
Right? At all. It wasn't like what you see in the movies or nothing, you know. And but I needed a secretary, and a young lady who I was messing with was friends with her. Okay. I was more so friends with her, and we'd mess around here every now and then. And she recommended somebody. So true. I'm 9 to 5, keys on, hats on. I'm introducing her, showing her around the place, interviewed her like this is perfect. Didn't think about looks or even look her up and down one freaking time at all. It was just all work, and it was work for an extended period of time. And then one day that girl was like, hey, let's go out with Key. She's like,
And I said, no.
it's like, I ain't going out with my boss. And he's like, come on, he gonna pay for everything. That's cool, you know. It was me,
And I was like, no.
a friend of mine, you know,
A guy friend.
kind of like you two here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when we got in, he got in this shit, I got in this shit. Like we were together, right? So, we're going out, and we ended up going out having some drinks and stuff. She did come out, and then went back to his house. I ended up hooking up with a friend again, you know. But on the way home, I was texting her. She was driving. She's like, I'm driving. I'm drunk. I can't talk. Skylar will talk for me. Skylar will talk for me. And then I realized, like, oh, she cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And I had already started working for him like 2 weeks, maybe.
no, it was even longer than that. But I'm like,
Oh, how much?
she's cool as shit. I never looked at her like that. I never wanted her like that. But now I'm like, damn. And from that day forward, we talked every single day.
Till this day.
Every single day. That it was late as fuck that night. Texted me home. I was like, "What? How about you just give me your number then?" And that's how it started. And here we are.
Okay, so
Fucking
you
at
go on
lunch.
this job interview, you see the successful black man. What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Remember, she don't like nobody.
She don't
I don't
boys.
like anybody.
So how did you ever have kids if you don't like
I don't know, by accident. No lie.
So then y'all all go
I'm
out.
not even joking.
Y'all all go out. You're texting for your friend.
Yeah.
In his mind, he like, yo, yeah, shit.
And I'm just like-
and in your mind, you just playing pitch holder.
No, she wasn't. She was in it.
Okay, so
She was in it. She was in it.
So the
But-
drinks open it up.
But it wasn't like she was in it because she was attracted to me. It was
Okay.
like us just talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Like
I know a vibe.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
vibe.
I'm
our
like a
vibe
vibe
worked.
person.
Yeah.
Like,
Our vibe
I know.
worked so well
You know?
when we were texting.
And I'll talk
in
to
that
you
conversation.
if I vibe with you. If not, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's literally
Yeah.
how it happened. From that vibe, and then it was nonstop.
Nice.
I got one last question. So, what was missing from y'all previous relationship that make this one that like fill the void, and this one that makes it so perfect?
That's a good question, Mo.
That's a damn good question. I've never been asked that. We know it. So, you know how women want to be treated and want to have their husband fiend over
Yeah.
them and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
I wasn't that for my ex-wife,
Okay.
I didn't get that.
and she deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
I just, in my mind, I couldn't do that. Like who I am today,
Yeah.
I would be 10 years ago if I looked at myself, I was like, you're a fucking liar. That's not him. Like even all of my friends, my parents, my mom and dad be like, yo, what the? I've never seen him holding somebody's hand or hugging and kissing all over somebody. That's how when the shit hit the fan, they were like, well, I can see it. I can understand it because I've seen it. I totally feel it. So that was what that was. Additionally, listen, I have a high sex drive. I'm trying to fuck all the
Yeah.
time, right? All the time. We can do whatever we need to do. We can still be parents and still work and do what we need to get done. But that is my love language. So it took a lot of growing up on my end to figure out what love language is and then understanding it. But then also she brought it out of me. She made me want to move a certain way and do certain things, So that's why it was so easy. And for those so many years, I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm fucked. I'm in a really, really bad spot right now because I am essentially grooming somebody to be the best wife ever that I know is the best wife ever, and can't do shit about it. So, but and she brought a side out of me that I've just never knew I had.
Yeah.
So that's how we are, why we are.
Same for me. I never received like that. Like I never got that from anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like in my whole entire life. Like I was always like the caregiver. Like I helped raise my brother. I had babies young. I was pregnant at 15. I had my first at 16. I was always like the mother. I was always in the hospitality industry. Like it was always my thing to like give and help and do all that. And then when I met him, I remember like the first time I went on vacation with him, I was just like in my head, and I remember like the first thing he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, I'm just thinking about like when I get home, I got bills and like this and that at like the age of like 21. And he's like, you know what? You never have to worry about anything ever again. And I was like, what? Like nobody's ever said that to me. Like not my parents. Like my parents took care of me. Like we were very well off. We weren't rich, but we were very well off, you know, like, but like to hear somebody tell me that, like, and like even like my kid's father, like I busted my ass, like paying rent and like, oh, like, you know, paying bills. And like, he was never like, but like to hear like somebody tell me that, I was like.
And I was shocked too, because I'm not a simp. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never told anybody that. Ever. But I was like, no, this is it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's
you're
what
good.
made me fall
You're
in
good
love
forever.
with him, was like that somebody cared so much that was, he was just like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, I got
Somebody
you.
reciprocated the energy.
Yeah. And I was like, you don't got me. Like, you don't have to get me, you know, like, and then since that day, I never had to worry about anything ever again in my life. Like,
and I don't want people to think like, you know, that was part of her thing, or, you know what I'm saying, and she just brought up the money, because I've been in situations with people who quickly bring up money. Like that was never.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
That
was never her thing. Like
the first time he went and got me lunch, he was like, you owe me $20. And I was like, I owe you what? He was like, $20. And I was like, damn, I thought he was giving me lunch. He just asked what I wanted. like he made me like pay him. Like, but one day he said, I got you, and you don't have to worry about shit
she
ever
had proved
again.
it.
Like
She
proved it.
She had proved it. She had proved
because
that
I
she
don't
wasn't
care about
after me
I don't
for
care
my
about that
money.
shit. I never have.
She wasn't after me for any sort of money. We didn't talk about money. We didn't do anything extravagant. We don't be out spending and stuff like that. So yeah, when you know that she's down for you, you're gonna do whatever, and that's what I'm telling you. You ain't gotta work anymore. Like I don't. A lot of people are after your money though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Bro, we live in Miami.
Yeah, especially here.
Yeah.
Especially here, man. It's rough, man. When they see what people drive, that they see how you walk, how you talk and stuff.
You ain't even gotta have none of that. They still
Man.
gonna ask you.
Yeah.
But you gotta have some sandals, a white beater.
I don't know how I'm gonna pay this light bill.
Yeah.
I don't even know your name.
Exactly. Like we weren't even talking about that.
No exaggeration.
I'm telling you, I've had that. Like, man, I swear I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like,
So real quick, I don't know, that just brought something up. We had broken up for like a month, living here in Miami, and he was like dating. He was like, bitch. He was like, come back.
My dog ain't like the street.
He was like, they trying to get me to marry them. He said, this bitch came with her daughter. To get married. He's like, I don't even know you.
yo.
I was dead.
And
I was
honestly,
dead. He was like, I'll take
she
you back.
was the one who was in the wrong too.
Who, me?
Yeah, and I said,
yeah.
listen, I'll deal with your shit any day.
I deal with your shit.
Any day.
He was like, come
They
back.
were literally trying to get married.
Yes.
I mean, when you think about it, if you're over 35,
Yeah.
you see a man who takes care of his stuff, takes care of his kids, has a little bit of money, you're like,
Yeah.
just have your head on straight.
Yeah.
Because of how I told y'all about the Miami fuckboys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying y'all are, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like when you, as long as you're not and they can tell that you're not a fuckboy, man, it was too much. It was way too much.
You know what's crazy about that? They could tell you're not a fuck boy. So you tell them no, then you're a fuck ass.
Oh
nigga.
yeah. Get your broke, I ain't want your broke ass. What? Yeah, man. I came back running.
Yeah.
Like
I don't blame you.
nope, never again.
Go get your person.
Never again.
Yeah.
We can deal with this.
Yeah.
That's a dope story. It's a dope story. So Tell them where to find you. Promote again.
Yes,
anything that you guys
yes,
got
yes.
going, what you guys got coming up.
So we have a party coming up. I don't know when this is going to air, but Miami Exotica, we are doing a DHR lifestyle party that Saturday. Tickets will go on sale this weekend at dhr.bio. What else?
We do everything. We got a podcast that talks about the lifestyle.
Promote your podcast.
That came about just because there are not a lot of people that look like us
Facts.
who are in this lifestyle, right? Like how I started, I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't know where to ask these questions and whatnot. So our fans, I don't call them fans, our followers were the ones that are like, hey, y'all need to just start a podcast. So that's what we think we're like in our second year of it.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. And we talk, we bring other people on, other lifestylers, and people who would just do anything that is in that sort of realm. So you don't have to be a swinger or not, just curious about it. Do your own shit, have your own podcast. Like, we bring everybody on. As far as our content, we've got our IG, Dirty Husband Roy. We've got Dirty Husband Roy Reels, which has been popping off like crazy. And then obviously if you are into it and want to see what it's like, what this life is like, we have our subscribers for OnlyFans and Fansly and all that shit and mini vids.
If you want to
we have all
if
that.
you want to be on the secret tip, we have a Only Drive. What is it? Dropbox.
Yeah,
So you don't have to do a subscription.
we
You
came
can
up
do
with Dropbox because so a lot of people
Smart.
who couldn't have those
Yeah.
It's coming out
subscriptions.
every month. Yeah.
You want to be on
Yeah.
secret tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that.
DM
So
us for that
yeah.
access.
we're significantly different from content creators because we are lifestylers that happen to film our play.
Yes, it's not.
Right.
It's not.
What is the pineapple?
That's just what it is.
That's just.
This
lifestyle.
just
Simple.
it's just lifestyle.
Worldwide,
It's
like-
just what they picked. I don't know why, but
Okay.
upside down pineapple
Yeah.
signifies swingers.
For sure.
Right. So what we do is all of our lifestyle stuff. So you can see a full day, like for something like this, showing us coming here and talking about it, you know, blah, 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 and then the end of the video or at some point in the video, obviously there's some fucking, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's
Gotta be fucking.
yeah. I mean, shit. Listen, people are paying.
Yeah. People paying.
People are paying. And we got to give them what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They want some fuck.
And they want some fucking. And
I'm
we going to fuck
gonna
anyway.
fuck
Right?
it.
We going to do it anyway. And I'm going to record it anyway.
Yeah.
So I may as well post it for y'all. So that's.
So for the party, it could just be spectators. You ain't got you can be involved. In
So hold on.
So our party
That's
is.
for a friend. They cool.
Yeah.
Tell
Because
them
you know
about
I want to
our
be there.
party.
Yeah.
For the most part,
Party.
no, but yes.
Okay.
If it's a small party, because we do two types of parties. We have a small party where it's 5 couples, 5 single dudes, and potentially 5 unicorns. You may get 1.
Yeah.
In a small setting like that, I can't have you sitting over there fully clothed, not doing nothing, and watching all the fucking, right?
Right.
It is.
It's a little creepy for
Yeah.
the people because it's gonna fuck
It
them
is.
up.
What the fuck is he doing?
Exactly. Yeah. He just watching.
Yeah.
He watching.
Who
But
is he? Yeah.
in our bigger settings,
Yeah.
we invite newbies, people who just who would potentially play, but not quite sure,
Yeah.
want to see it. I want to introduce my girl to it, introduce my guy to it. So in those bigger settings, we do have that.
And we post our parties all the time on our socials. We travel and we do parties.
Yeah.
We do parties here in Miami. So
Atlanta, Chicago.
Yeah.
We do it out
We-
the country also? No, not yet.
Not yet.
not yet, but
Not
that's
yet.
next.
Yeah.
We gotta talk
That's
about
next.
Definitely next.
Yeah, that's
But,
next.
That's definitely
yes,
next.
we will be going international,
Yeah.
but
I like that.
we're all over. So
Yeah,
just
we've
look
got
out
people
for-
everywhere. We got people everywhere who's asking us to have a party here, have a party there. So it's happening.
Pretty dope, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been as outside ever as what we are this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
We've been outside every event, traveling everywhere and shit. So we're on it. We will be having a party somewhere near you soon, 100%.
All right. Dope.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
So I'll be there. All right. Well, it was really dope having you guys listen to your story, your stories, and I appreciate just the education.
Yeah.
Yes.
On everything, you know what I'm saying. We try not to be ignorant or offensive. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I just like perspective. I just want to know different things. So it was really dope having you guys.
I appreciate that. And I definitely noticed that. I wanted to tell you guys that as well, especially 3 black men who have no clue about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
we've been in this scenario before, and it's been way different. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are clearly open. You ain't got to be a swinger, but you guys are open and understanding and not judging and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate it. We appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, thank you.
And we appreciate you guys being open-minded.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels good to see another black man with it. It's not Diddy, you know. But another black man with it who got the thoughts like me, like,
Let's go. We out here.
what I'm talking about.
Motor, what you got going on?
Shit. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. We do got a podcast, Flystone 305. Make sure y'all follow our early access member channel where y'all can get early access to episodes, merchandise, and a chance to be a guest on our podcast.
Nice.
Let's go.
I need to be a guest over there, bro.
Yep.
Again?
Yeah.
You know what it is, chasegreen.com. Get your merch. Follow if you're not already following. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay focused.
Peace.
Peace.